Frankie, it's the open day here in Sandy. What's happening today?
Well, today we've tried to encourage the local community to come and take a look at our fire station, look at the appliances within the fire service, and see what they think. Come and enjoy themselves. There's face painting and barbecue and all the rest of it. And we've also done doing some drills, some exercises for the community, just to see what we do.
Water onto the fire that's in that floor.
Why have you come along today?
Well, on two accounts, to support the local fire community and also to support my son-in-law, who's a retained firefighter.
And why do you think this sort of day is important?
Well, it's extremely important because it shows the local community just what happens in a case of an emergency, and it demonstrates how quickly and successful a patient could be moved into an ambulance and get treatment very quickly.
So how important do you think that it is that we have a fire station here in Sandy?
It's very important because obviously Sandy is a big town of its own, and I don't think Bedford Fire Station would be able to handle with the size of Sandy itself if it didn't have its own fire station.
And are you aware that it's manned by part-timers rather than full-time firefighters?
No, I wasn't, no, not at all.
How important do you think it is to have a fire station here in Sandy?
Oh, extremely important, yeah, you never know when you might need it.
And are you aware that actually it's manned by part-timers rather than full-time firefighters?
Yes, I do, yeah.
So Amy, tell me, why did you become a cadet?
Mainly because I wanted later in life to become a firefighter. It's a good insight in what we do. It's very enjoyable as well.
So how fit do you have to be?
You have to be able to run a couple of lengths here, be able to run out hoses, roll them back up again, put up ladders. So you have to be a bit physically fit, yeah.
Okay, the first firefighter is now into that second floor.
Becky, how long have you been a cadet?
About a year.
And what have you got out of it so far?
Meet new people, fitness, improve your fitness, and it's just fun.
I think we're just coming to the penultimate cut.
My dad's the chief at Potton Fire Station.
So is that why you become a cadet?
Yeah, I've always wanted to do it, probably because of my dad. So.
And are you going to do it as a career as well?
Yeah, I want to, yeah.
Oh, how do you manage to keep this crew in order then?
It's very hard. You have to keep them in order because they drift apart, but they're great.
Frankie, you're a retained firefighter, and what does that mean?
Well, basically the retained firefighter is someone who has a job outside of the fire service and on call, either part on call or full-time on call. And if you're full-time on call and you're at work and your alerter goes off, you basically turn out to whatever goes on. I think there's a shout happening now. But basically, whatever we're doing at the time, we'll drop everything, we'll run, come down the station, man the appliance, and then we're like any other whole-time firefighter. We do what they do.
So where do you actually work then, Frankie?
I work for the RSPB, the Royal Society for Protection of Birds. I'm actually a web developer by trade, and they are kind enough, like quite a few of the other companies around Sandy, to let us out during the day and attend fires and whatever else that happens. We don't also only do fire calls, we also do community fire safety, which basically involves going into people's homes, fitting smoke alarms, giving them home fire safety checks. We also attend schools for the primary school level, and we give our fire safety message to them as well.
So how much time would you say you give to the service?
Well, I'm on call 120 hours a week, which is basically 24/7. Obviously, we're not called out for the full 120 hours a week. I'll probably do 4 or 5 shouts a week, which roughly an hour or two here and there. But again, we're 2 hours on a drill night on a Tuesday night, so we give quite a bit of commitment. I also am in the sort of fortunate position to be a cadet instructor, so I look after our young firefighters as well, which is on a Monday night.
And how fit do you have to be?
There is a standard of fitness that we have to achieve. Every year we have a fitness test, which involves a treadmill test, and they monitor that and make sure that you're actually up to being able to do the job. It's not beyond anyone to do it, but obviously we do require the fitness to be able to attend the shouts and to be able to perform our job properly.
And do you get paid?
We do get paid. We're paid a retainer, an annual retainer, and we're paid per shout. So you get a certain amount per month just for being on call, and then every time you're called out, you get another amount there per shout.
So what would you say to somebody who might be thinking about doing something like this?
I'd definitely encourage people to do it. If you're going to be doing it sort of 24/7 like myself and an employer, then you need to be within 4 minutes of the station. But outside of that, if you're only doing evenings and weekends, we need people like that as well.
We've had to call the event to an end today because there's been a shout and the fire engine is actually going out on the live call. Unfortunately, this is not a drill. This is a real-life situation and just shows how important it is to have a retained fire service in the area of Sandy, Biggleswade on the A1. This is Judy Oliver from Local News TV.